Hi everybody, this is Father Moki coming to you from the rectory at Good Shepherd Episcopal Church. Today is Thursday, October 26th, and this is Chicken Chat. We do have a number of announcements today, the first being that on Saturday, October 28th at 10 o'clock in the morning in the church sanctuary, we are doing a session called Liturgy Lessons, focusing particularly on the role of the altar guild and the acolytes. So please come. I expect the session to last about an hour, and there's no commitment to be on the altar guild or to become an acolyte. It's just to give people information so that we understand why we do what we do at worship on Saturday afternoons and Sunday mornings. So please mark the date and join us. Also, please remember that we would like to get the names for All Saints in by tomorrow, so that when Cora comes in on Monday, she can compile a list and we will be good to go for All Saints. I do have a number of pictures, and some of you have given me updated pictures. Any pictures that are submitted will go up on the wall of the sanctuary for our services that morning. We do have the stewardship brochures ready to mail out, and as soon as we developed the pledge card, we will get that mailing to all of you. The office does remain closed this week because Cora is on vacation. Having said that, if you need anything, please call or text. And some of you have already done that, especially the person who lost their keys in the church yesterday. We got them back, so that's great. I did, in addition to our beautiful Holy Innocents prayer card, Dixie and I did make a prayer card with some reflections on the back of the card. We have many of these available, so please let me know if you would like any. And for those of you who are not on Maui, please let me know, because I would love to put some in the mail for you, the same way I did with the Holy Innocents prayer card, so just let me know. Thanksgiving Day, we will have a service here at Good Shepherd, and Trinity by the Sea, Holy Innocents, and St. John's will be joining us. We will have that service at 9 o'clock in the morning. Then on the 28th of October, please remember that we are holding a joint feast day celebration. November. That's right. November. Vanna corrected me. November 28th. October 28th, we're all going to be in the sanctuary for the liturgy lessons. November 28th, the Feast of the Holy Sovereigns at 5:30 p.m. at Trinity by the Sea. Father Haole Tomoso has invited the Royal Civic Societies to attend, and so I know that this is going to be a fabulous service and well worth your time to drive down to Kihei to join in the festivities for our diocesan founders. On Friday and Saturday, many of us were at the diocesan convention. I spoke to that, of course, at the sermon on Sunday morning. And just a couple of things. Dora Crowell was a delegate from Holy Apostles Hilo, and she was the only centenarian in the group. She is 100 years old, sharp as a tack, and was there voting and all that kind of thing in our convention this week. And we did recognize her with a rousing standing ovation before we all left. Also, we did vote to fully incorporate the Episcopal Church in Guam and Saipan. So their proper name is the Episcopal Church in Micronesia, which is St. Paul's, Saipan, St. John's Guam and St. John's School. We voted to incorporate them into the Diocese of Hawaii. So that is an expression of a desire that will have to be taken probably to the General Convention next year. So we've begun that process. We also did vote to pass the development of a tripartite relationship between the Diocese of Hawaii, the Diocese of Batak, and the Diocese of the Episcopal Church in northern Luzon. So great things are happening. I was so happy on Sunday morning when I saw Ferdinand. He's back from Las Vegas, and the music was really, really wonderful on Sunday morning. And I don't, those of you who were there, you'll have to weigh in, but the way we were singing Hawaii Aloha and Lahaina Luna, it just, there was a depth of spirituality to it that was new to me, and so I was very, very moved by that. It was good to have Ferdinand back. But every Sunday after church, we get in the car and we go down and we see Joe Lampitak, the husband of Estrelita, and give the two of them communion and sit and visit. And it's always a wonderful thing. Also, in case you didn't know, either on Monday or Tuesdays, we get in the car and we go down to the Maui Adult Daycare off of Kamehameha Avenue, and we visit Nana Dolores Garcia, Nana Jacinta Idika, Nana Catalina Evangelista, so that they get communion every week. And we've also been stopping by and seeing Nana Marina Melchor. And right now, we've also been going up to Halemakua to see Manang Shirley Evangelista, who has not graduated yet from the facility. So just an idea of the people we see and we visit, and it's always, I really like, I tell Dixie, I just love going to the adult daycare because it's just so much fun, and it's fun to interact not only with our three congregants, but also with the other people there. We would like to at this time ask your prayers for everyone on our pastoral care prayer list this week. Let us pray.
Those suffering due to the wildfires on Maui and due to the war in Israel, Gaza. We also pray for Ireneo, Eric, Purificacion, Marianne, Nellie, Mary, Joyce, Ewell, Iris, Paula, Margie, Lydia, Velma, Jim, Bill, Judy, Lucille, Roxanne, Tom, Teula, Ruth, Catalina, Maggie, Shirley, Dolores, Jerry, Catherine, Robert, Jacinta, Jose, Lila, Gary, Jan, Lehua, Serene, Chat, Elizabeth, Arnell, Mercedes, Lisa, Marilyn, Ernesto, Randall, Dale, Rochelle, Chris, Alfredo R., Brian, Sandy, Cora S., Barbara, Charlesta, Brianna, Dan, Gabby, Lynn, Tomo.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. I chose that because of our deep dive at the Bible study a couple of weeks ago into the 23rd Psalm, and so it's been sticking with me, and so I wanted to read it for all of you this morning. For our saints this week, we will be remembering James Hannington, Bishop, and his companions and martyrs who perished in 1885. Miriam of Kidon, Qidun, she was a monastic in the 4th century. John Wycliffe, a translator of the Bible, who died in 1384. And then I'm going to tell you about these other guys later. And Richard Hooker, priest and theologian, who died in 1600. Then we have Paul Shinji Sasaki and Philip Lyndall Sen. They died in 1946 and 1954. Paul Shinji Sasaki was the Bishop of Tokyo, and Philip Lyndall Sen was the Bishop of Honan, China. And let's see, Sasaki was Bishop of the Nippon Sekkokai, the Anglican Church in Japan. And because he was a Christian and probably considered spiritually allied to England, he endured a lot of persecution for his beliefs during the Second World War, especially since the Japanese populace honored the emperor, who is the head of the Shinto faith. In 1937, Bishop Sen and Bishop Sasaki attended a church synod in the Anglican Church of Canada, and they bore witness to unity among Asian Christians in spite of the Sino-Japanese War that was going on in that time. So when Sasaki went back to Japan, because of that meeting, he was imprisoned by the government in 1944. They used that as evidence against him. Then Bishop Sen, who was raised by American missionaries, he got ordained as a priest, and then he got involved in a Canadian mission group, and he helped sustain the people of his district in Honan during the war with Japan. And at the end of the World War II, he was a leader in the Anglican Church, and when he went to Lambeth in 1948 and came back, he was placed under house arrest by the communist government of China. They accused him, I guess, of collaborating with the Japanese. So, with all this divisiveness and this sort of notion that we have to choose a side right now in Israel versus Palestine, I think it's amazing that we have these two faithful Christians who were willing to work together, and despite the consequences for themselves, I think they really proved that they were in the world but not of the world. And so I think they deserve to be recognized and expounded upon, so that we know more about them, and we'll have more insight when we pray for them at church this coming Sunday. So there we go. We had the darndest time finding a chicken of the week. I was in Honolulu for 2 days, and Dixie was home with 3 dogs, and this morning we're taping Chicken Chat, and we realized we don't have a chicken. We don't have a chicken. What are we going to do? So I was going to do the Invisible Man as the chicken, but I'd already done that. So we remembered that a while back we got Blake a chicken costume for Halloween, but of course, Blake being Blake, he absolutely refused to wear it. So we thought, we'll have Gertrude be chicken of the week. So we put the costume on Gertrude. She was having none of it, totally not interested. So then I thought, well, fine, Gertrude, be that way. You won't be chicken of the week. We'll get Gladys. So we go and we put the thing on Gladys. She turned upside down, put her butt toward my face, and hid her head in her pillow and would not have anything to do with the chicken costume. And then I thought, well, what are we going to do? And then I remembered, wait, Sinta is staying with us. Sinta is the dog of my friend Dean and Jihan, right? So she's staying with us. So we went over and we tried to put the chicken costume on her, and she was a little skittish and scared, but she actually let us do it, and she stayed still long enough for us to take a picture. So we would like to name the chicken of the week Sinta. Thank you for showing us all how to be a good sport. Take care, everybody, and God bless. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.